我们都在经历上一点天分，所以在跌跌撞撞满身伤痕，非得要耗尽眼泪，痛心的上了一课，才知道什么要割舍。我们折腾了多少酸甜的缘分，才发现世界有太多舍不得，错过了一个对的人，谁晓得？我们都在经历上一点天分，所以才跌跌撞撞满身伤痕，总是要耗尽眼泪，痛心了上了一课，才知道什么要割舍。我们折腾了多少上天的缘分，才发现世界有太多舍不得，错过了一个对的人，谁晓得？我们都在经历上一点天分，才发现世界有太多舍不得，爱上了一个错的人，谁醒着？好了，大家早安，欢迎收看我们今天的节目，我是春泥。开场为大家带来的是孙盛熙的《少一点天分》，我觉得孙盛熙也蛮猛的，也是很厉害的唱歌女歌手。好。OK， 那为大家分享完这首歌之后，我们要继续我们昨天的冒险了哈。虽然我打到今天半夜凌晨，我一直找不到船点，我觉得好吧，我就只能断在这边。好了，现在我们要进行的是我们的回忆摇篮哈。那呢，我们把那个什么，以太呢拿回去我们的基地之后呢，我们的盖亚呢跟我们说，我发现那个讯号在这个地方，好，我们赶快就回来看哦。结果我们就遇到了远风人被袭击完之后呢，发现这个我们继续要前往这个洞窟了哈。我们把那个阿伦德呢这边留守，我们跟华尔一起进来哈。这个求救坐标呢，就是盖亚说的一个讯号是求救，说要来多小心等等的。
Old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia, found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal. 以露西亚呢，就是盖亚的一个从属城市。那时候在搜寻的时候没有看到这个东西，所以找到这个讯号，我们来看到底是怎么回事。当然有两种情况，一种是真的，一种是假的，是个陷阱等等的哈。好，为什么这边会有这个受损的痕迹啊？他不是拿来当盾牌，他是给我当滑翔的，哇，降落伞的，
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Eh, 这什么？我也是雷公鞭呢。
Looks like it's
我
self-destruct.
以为是睡疯的万姐，哎，睡疯万姐怎么在这里？而且我想说，这不就睡疯的万姐吗？再继续不知道干嘛？你看。
This was a Far Zenith research lab.
尼玛赫，
Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthi is gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
过雷地，哦北架，我兔子在咬我的电线了，真的是欠打。这里真的很远风。八字下来。我走出来了。嗯，那不能敲开吗？
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility.
What were they for?
Remember when I told you I was made, not born? This is how.
A machine that makes a person.
We
That's
better check in
incredible.
that room. Yeah.
"应该是有什么门 ，L 也可以进去。
Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around.
这很大哎。宋胶。
I don't think so. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the dawn and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
恐惧峡谷就是一开始的地方。
A control console to access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
"应该是有些地方是 L 也可以进来，或者去，然后远风人没有办法的。
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
"哦，他们就收到这个东西，然后就跑来这里了。237。
236 containers in storage.
可是236没有
Please
237啊。
enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
Holy shit!
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
close, but apologies. I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Alufia, Artemis, and Apollo now.
哦，没有了，都在他们身上，很好。
But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck.
哦，自己存
And
在。
goodbye. So
She's still alive.
we need to get her back to.
啊，
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Aaron?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll
我
protect her.
靠，穿露趾鞋呢，哈，真不会。
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl on the clone. Here it comes!
哪里啊？
Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? I should scare that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
有啦，我不是少了吗？
That thing's quick.
okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
非常的刚好，这边找不到的远峰人都
Back
有。
up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
问题是我没药草啦，也没水啦。
Aloy! Ah,
Aaron!
and the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out! That thing shoots down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up. I need to sneak around behind it. It'll be a tough fight if I take that big. Shield's down! It's on the move!
Come on!
Gotta follow
Don't
up
get
on
that stuff on you. That's the quick way to take it down.
刚好射到哪里啊？
Aloy, use this. Get the blood spot, that's it. Boy, did you pick the wrong fight. Go down, you miserable pile of junk. Oh.
打挂了。挂了。
Watch yourself. We need you, remember? Aloy, go.
Aaron,
不是重点
I'm
是这个
here.
洞是谁钻的这个问题。
Watch out. That thing shoots down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing shoots down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up. Tough fight if I take that thing head on.
哎，啊，鬼灭嘞？鬼灭，鬼魅啦，不是鬼。
Shields down! It's on the move!
Aloy, you hit this shit with acid? Oh, fancy move.
换劫，换劫喽！ 这还打得到？我手是打什么东西啊？
A heavy weapon. That could help.
你现在才说。
Look at that thing fizzing away. Aloy, she's.
你呀，明天给我咬电线，我就饱
Look, I
了。
swear I'm not drunk,
我
but
的滑鼠被你咬断了，妈的！
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer.
好像一个家
We
庭的
need to
感
get
觉
her。back to the base immediately.
right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
It's 什么啊？
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing.
你想干嘛？干嘛？最难理耶。
I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
So this Hephaestus.
Errand? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
Right, there's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying.
我看看到底多尴尬，好尴尬。
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land when he's not getting all tongue-tied.
我说
Who
我
makes
说
him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend?
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sunday. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but
我记得一开始就遇得到他了。他们那时候去，
I guess you know.
他好像那时候有
by
派
now.
一群人去
Yeah,
那
I'm not
个
gonna
去诺
lie,
拉。
when Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both. So, you've met our new.
He's, I thought his people...
You should.
Yeah.
What you reading?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods. Guy reminded me, thought he could trap, went up the top. It ended like...
What are you working?
I'm still... those two, but to be honest, but I'll get up...
小情侣，
Did you?
She didn't really wake... I thought it'd be no use.
他们陷入爱河什么鬼？
So to
And more like rushed through. Only Carja I've ever met who's any...
他是欧瑟兰人。
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
我在摸我的兔子。
Withdrawal syndrome.
哭哦。
I don't understand. Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall.
看一模一样。
Everything real feels unreal, distant.
还在晕吧？
Anything that can help? Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work. Yeah.
不用丢的哦。
Booting up.
也是的，都有一个复制的主角，不会怎么可能不会有第二个嘞？
So, Aloy, I suppose you want information about you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship.
我在前往地球途中的船
I
上。
spent years studying in my training interface, also that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What did the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they... butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so... I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that?
不是后代，是他
Without
们
their。Gaia kernel,
他们活了
they'll have a
上千
hard
年
time doing，that.
什么鬼？
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know.
How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. Then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine wars. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus, infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age too.
排队奇怪的怪物。
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries.
Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise.
他的那个头发飘的好讨厌啊！哎呦。
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
But Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were... escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbaina long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done.
所以他们也没有内核，然后还有蛇洗底价。
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Farrow purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach.
我们找不到东西怎么办？远方人都有备份哦，远方人都有哦。我们再跟他拿咯。
All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or
so? How long? You know your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army?
机械军队，你一定误会什么了？
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location. Of course not.
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now.
Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything.
自己
Everyone.
跟自己吵架，感觉蛮好玩
We're
笑
gonna。die.
Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right?
什么？你们荷菲斯托是什么？你们没有这个什么？这好像玩抽卡游戏。什么？你没有 SSR 找钱？你没有什么？
Expertise you probably lack.
然后再来就是什么？你没有第4天？什么？你没有阿修罗？什么？你什么都没有？你没有前姬？你有什么？大舅妈几只？4只？你有4只大舅妈能干嘛
Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
What's your army?
How'd it go?
这跟我玩样是一样啊！什么？你没有前姬？你没有第4天？你没有？
Feeling might be mutual.
哦，你没有阿修罗？
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
奇怪，他们现在还在用弓箭打仗，你觉得他们有机械军队吗？你没看到我还用弓箭在那边射吗？ 你跟我说，哎，你们机械军队在哪里？奇怪，哎，你的第4天呢？你的前机呢？这时候就要用你的前机10零哦，前机跟10零都没有哦，那哦，前机一定要。
Some of them ain't more like you, Taru. Call themselves legendary.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
八字过来，八字。
I also
八
recovered
字
this. The
八
weapon
字
it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zenith.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced.
我承认，我也可以推断出这
To Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
He's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zenith got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Guy. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
所以2个选择，你可以去支线，当然主线解一解喽。
I'm back, Gaia.
Hello.
So, she's...
What were you...
I don't know. And...
It is true, she...
他告诉我们，
It is also
他对你很有
emboldened
信心。
I guess so.
Give her time.
How's Kata?
I have detected that the law... In an effort to remedy this, I believe he will want to...
A solution? How are things?
Zoe has, in an effort to... Without the abilities of Hephaestus. However, Zoe...
Well, keep... Varl and Zoe seem to...
Indeed, Zoe discovered she appreciated and encouraged...
And how did...
I believe that...
How's...
He is becoming increased...
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he launched a number of possible curses. I believe he has given repeated...
Well, good thing...
刚刚那个浮脸的八字，你不要给我咬，你不要一脸高高的样子给我看。
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found that it used to be a...
Yes. It appears to have been one...
Guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. So, a while I discovered another AI there. One not related to Zero Dawn.
哦，他讲 DLC 的部
It
分。
was created to oversee I'm guessing...
No. An effort by its creator.
Any chance?
I have already attempted, given its previous experience with accepting an outside network.
Right. Well... The processor Ether was installed on was part of... Do you know anything?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost. However... Such conditions would see extreme...
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle.
Yes.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bowl.
During the Pharaoh Plague, the U.S. military resumed the use. It is possible.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machine. When we were at the facility where we found I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching?
At this point, perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey as their goals evolved.
So they got more selfish. So this facility...
For the low, had humans received their education, they would have then been as that never...
Until Minerva decided...
Yet whether it may... Should you find Henry...
I'll keep a look. Gaia?
Her presence is interwoven with my memory. We exchanged... It was the first...
Your friend?
Yes. Though I am glad she made...
She was okay with... Thanks, Gaia. So, the greatest, all working to build the... What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations. At all, within a month, Elizabeth encouraged... She said it was...
What were they like?
Scared. I owe...
I'll be off.
Farewell.
Sliding in.
走喽。在帕斯登，海神居然在一个沙漠里面，他们自己吐槽。不理他，我走了。
Decent enough. Something nearby is sending that signal.
当然，我要先。
There's a Tanakh outpost nearby. The rebel kind.
Oh, hi! Looks like we have company. Why not rest for a moment, friend?
Not sure what it's ready to share.
I saw other people doing it. I got news for you, Red. There's a rebel outpost nearby. Eyes peeled, Red.
为怎么会有火焰冲备兽？
Fire's not gonna help here.
还会抬人？哎，不有3只吗？在哪里啊？什么？
My lucky day.
这个沙漠跟尼亚的沙漠完全不一样。
This easy?
2B 在上面跑的真的是舒服自在，而且2B 穿的是高跟鞋，用跑的，而且可以滑，这边不能滑。
This must be the ruins of Las Vegas.
拉斯维加斯遗迹哦，看小的埃菲尔铁塔，小的。哎，摩天轮哎，坏掉的摩天轮。走哪里去？
Gaia said this is where I'd find Poseidon, but the ruins out here are exposed to the elements. A lot of them are buried in the sand. So maybe Poseidon is underground. If that's true, I might be able to find a way down through one of these structures. What I'd give for a cool breeze.
扔了。全世界都知道你是 L 而已啊。法红如血。 哦，有个土匪帮。
Machine strong against frost handle.
Oh, 好舒服，得正。这是哪个酒店吗？感觉是酒店的。在外面吧。
If there's another cauldron with override data on that one.
我可以问一下这是干嘛吗？出不去啊！不是、啊，我出不去，我出不去。这还可以玩 ，Elwin 真的我太佩服你了。好了，先走，先走。
Drone. Must be part of Cyclops. If I can get its data, I can reconnect it with the dome back at the base. But how to get up there? good use of this. Jump onto that drone to get it down. Going down. There. Now I can reconnect it with the dome back at the base.
就是呢，你在基地有一个类似穹顶的东西，然后它可以连接世界各地的那个无人机，所以呢，但是呢，你需要去手动把每一个连回来。4个，总共有10个。哎，看一下湖人输了没？湖人赢了，哇！湖人领先5分，第4节1分22秒，到领先5分，真的假的？我没有看错。谁都可以输，就是不能输勇士，是不是，老爸？54，喇叭单场54分，我有没有看错？有没有大3元？没有，而且还没大3元，有没有看错？全部自己来。 可是我觉得好大。
This will break my fall. Water's pouring out of that building. Simon's doing? I'd better check it out. Someone's been through here.
31头19进，我靠，这什么命中率啊？
Camping here. Looks like there's something behind that tarp.
I was out of it. I was so close. To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Moreland, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
And you're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
3分。1、2。
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly, a Nora spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble.
Oh,
This is the
拿
Mark
到
1.
潜水装备
The
了。
Mark II was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside and nearly drowned.
It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a compressed
Compressed air capsule, hammer, and tongs.
What is this? What is happening here? What? Get over here.
他长得像汤姆·霍兰德，哎，有没有？汤姆·霍兰德
She's a stranger.
You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on. Just a couple of questions first.
Fair enough. Partner?
Partner?
你们不是要走了吗？你们走啊！
Don't mind him.
What's so important down there that you'd risk your life?
Well...
Moreland, I'm not interested in salvage, okay? Whatever you find below is yours.
Well, all right. Then what if I told you we were delving for the most spectacular treasures ever scribed by man or maid?
I'd say get to the point.
No nonsense. I like it. Behold, an ember.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Oh, now, yes, but with a proper spark. These magnificent creations of the old ones paint mesmerizing pictures in the air. And the ruins below us are full of them. A feast for the eyes beyond description. This is my old Gramps promised me.
So these embers project
手摄影
images?
像，
Paintings of light.
所以那不是花，那不是
It's
花火。
amazing stuff. This one showed the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, beckoning all to a buffet of lobster and succulent beefs. I must have watched it about 100 times as a child in my old Gramps' workshop.
What happened to it?
Over time, they die out. I cried the day that this one's light faltered. But there are many more below, as you'll see if you get down there like I did and my old Gramps before me.
How did your grandfather discover these embers?
He was here 40-odd years ago. He was one of the first to lead a delving party into the West. He discovered the ancient city around us, plumbed the depths of this very structure. He found the hollow underneath and the glowing embers all about. Took as many as he could and brought them home. He always wanted to come back and get more, but, well, never scraped up the shards. What he really wanted to do was use the embers to put on a show. One unlike the world has ever seen.
Sounds like quite a guy.
He was a true delver and a true showman. And I miss him. But I will do him proud. I will gather the embers and put on a spectacle that would have amazed even him. With your help, of course.
So what exactly happened down there?
It was a delve like no other. A chance to follow in my old Gramps' footsteps. Beneath this structure here is an enormous hollow, a dome protected from the sands. We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy that...
Right. Again. What happened?
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure my Gramps first discovered. Painted images in the air of every description. Dancing women, games and coins and promises of jackpots. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta be good. But then, something went wrong. The images turned nautical. Waves went through them, even fish. It's like a strange underwater dream.
Poseidon's dream.
Yes. Well, suddenly there was this terrible rushing sound, and then an explosion of water erupted from the floor.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen. We ran like forge fire and barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us. Shaken and not stirred, I built the diving bubbles Mark I and Mark II. I tried the descent in each, but I nearly drowned both times. Abaddon's beside himself. He thinks I'm insane. But I can't give up now. I've come too far. And the embers are just barely within my reach.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
You guys don't seem like average delvers.
We're not really delvers at all. We're showmen.
Like performers?
You're Nora, and thus unfamiliar with the arts. We stage spectacles all around the claim. Stemmer tells stories, which I augment with all manner of sounds and fireworks, and Abaddon, he, well...
Complains?
He handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing. When we delve, It's to find gear for my theatrics. Which makes this delve the most important one of all.
How deep is it? Can't I just swim down?
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that shaft.
Leave it to the Oseram to measure something.
我是很想懂。
Talking
50个啤酒桶，
I'd say it's apt.
哎，这很美国啊，这很美式啊，什么东西都用一个东西来那个、啊，
Our new invention.
什么一个单位都是用一个不知道什么鬼东西去弄。
I'd better get after those parts.
There's a fully intact compressed air capsule in the Mark II, but like I said, it's stuck in the shaft.
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to swim down that far.
Alright. As for the other parts, Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have what we need.
I'm on it.
Great. I'll come back when you get the gear. Good hunting.
各种加戏啊！
I thought we were finally going to get away from this place.
We'll find a way to get the embers.
Got the compressed air capsule.
Optimism!
Now,
It's
to get all the machine parts.
Right up until the point you stumble into a machine's jaws.
Pessimism. It may save your hide, but it'll never save your spirit.
At least 3 dozen kegs.
Are you...
Budgeting for Moreland's funeral. Thanks to you, I was this close. And you...
It's going to work.
I'm always willing to engage in some commerce.
他这个 size 不太像这个连线人。哦，年交工来了，碎啦！但我买不起。破死者，我有没有看错？被收选器，我刚刚是丢了。爆破。 哦，都有人没东西哦。我虽然真的难看死了。
I'll leave you.
Do us a favor.
According to Moreland, the herd should be south of here.
好，现在要。 我肚子好想吃东西。好了，我们先休息一下吧。我是春泥，我们下次见，拜拜。哇，睡觉啊，累哦。我们都在情侣。